Hello, hello. I'm gonna wait for some peeps to file on. See if we can get anybody. Mod Podge on the keyboard. How is everyone today? It's Wednesday. It's YouTube night in the Crafty Creators Community. I am Michelle with Design&Vine. And we are going to... Hey. How are you? I need to mute my volume. What did I just do with the remote? Here it is. Okay. Wrong remote. This one's easier to mute with. Okay. Now we won't have any distractions, hopefully. Okay, I have a birdhouse, and I've already painted it white. You can see the original color kind of sort of on the inside there. Hi, Sarah Isabella.
Midnight Scroller said hello.
I know. Hi, Midnight Scroller. I know her first name, but I can't think of it right now. I'm sorry. I'm old. So I have this gazebo-looking birdhouse, and I painted it white all over, except for the bottom. Okay, but everywhere is white. It has these little tiles on the top. My light may be a little too bright. Let's see here. There, that's a little better if I can get it to focus. And it's got the little perch here and the little hole for the birds to go in. I have a bird, a little pink bird. And I chose pink because I have some cardstock that I'm going to put on the exterior of the birdhouse. I have some Spanish moss right here. This I grabbed at Joann's, and I have some greenery. I have some Cricut cutouts, and I have some Dollar Tree stickers, floral, that I'm going to use, the flowers. And I also have this stem from Michael's and some Mod Podge. And the paint that I used on the birdhouse is actually from Michael's too, is Waverly White. And it is an acrylic paint, even though it says chalk. It's chalky finish is what it means. I also have some fencing, but it's not painted, so I'm not sure if I'm going to add any of that around the base or not. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with the Mod Podging phase of this. Hi Bethwyn. Hi, Tammy. Okay, so I do have a few Cricut cutout things that I'm going to be putting on here, and I'll show you as we do them what they say. This is my favorite. No squirrels. No squirrels allowed. So we're going to put that on the birdhouse as well. And I've got... You forgot what? Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, she's got a wrench next to her name. Yes, she does. Sarah, you are a mod.
Did you get the birds?
Midnight Scroller, what's your first name?
Where'd you get the birds at?
The birds. I finally found birds. A bird in the color that I wanted at Hobby Lobby. So I had gone to Michael's. I'd pretty much gone everywhere and could not find a bird in the color that I wanted. The one that I got picked up from Michael's was red, I think, and when I got home, I went, well, duh, you're using pink. You don't want a red bird. So all I did to, I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to turn my camera down. I always forget to do that. Okay. So to measure my cardstock, all I did was I started on the, let me turn it this way so that you can gauge it better. I started to, this is my right. I don't know if it's your right at the same time, but I started to the right of the door to the birdhouse, and I took my cardstock and I fit it in there like this, and I bent it like pretty hard. I'm going to save this piece, so I'm not going to bend it, but I bent it crisply, yeah, that's a word, right? Around the edges and into the bottom. And then I just took it off and trimmed it around until I got a fit. And then I want to alternate which ones are actually going to be put on here with this pink one and this one that has these very faint, like white brick or cobblestones on them. So in order to keep them in order of how I wanted them to fit on here, I went around and literally, like, it's bent on the bottom here, so I know this one goes here, and then when I turn it, I know that this one's bent a little on the bottom, so this one's going to go here. And that's how I just put them in the pile in the order that I wanted them. So I'm going to go ahead and start Mod Podging.
Very nice scroll's name is Shaylee, but she said she goes by Shay.
Shay, yes. Okay, I'm sorry. So many people, so many names. I never really was good with names, and now it's like, oh, now that I'm older, it's even more difficult. And I've tried the, well, maybe I need to try to implement that again. You know, like Midnight Scroller. So there's an S in Scroller, and there's an S in your first name. So maybe I can remember Shay that way, right? So I did sand this a little bit because it was pretty rough, but I'm still getting little pieces of wood here and there. I may grab a brush at some point. See, there's a piece of like fray wood right there. I'm not liking how this brush is working for me. I'm not a big fan of these brushes, but I figure on Mod Podge, why mess up my brush, right? I do have one that's designated for it, but okay. So I'm just going to find the little edge that's curled up on the bottom, and it doesn't have to be perfectly cut because I did paint white underneath. So if there's a little bit of white showing through, you're not really gonna see that a whole lot. So I'm just gonna smooth this out. Maybe I'll even use my little Cricut thing, but you can use anything. You can use a credit card or your fingers. You can do the iron pattern and let the Mod Podge dry, and then ooh, yes, it was 72 here today. Yes, it is. What's the temp where you are, Miss Beth Wynn? Okay, so now I'm just going to turn it this way. And I am going to try to find my Mod Podge brush here real quick. I think this is it. We're going to let that other one dry as we go around and apply the others. It'll dry clear, so I'm not really concerned about getting it on the bottom there.
88.
Whoa! That's beach weather right there. Yes, ma'am. You're not really going to get a whole lot of bubbles with cardstock. Just saying. I'm just smoothing it out. And we're going to turn it. Grab our next piece of paper. Lay down some more Mod Podge. Sarah, what did you have for dinner? What did any of you guys have for dinner? I'm always up for some dinner ideas. We haven't eaten yet. The curved edge. Push it over just a little bit. Just want to make sure it's laying down flat. Should I be using my expensive Cricut tool? No. But I am anyway. Okay. Oh, are my comments not up on the screen? Yeah, I guess they were. What's everyone having for dinner? Up after me, of course, is Tammy with Crafty Peep. And then Can Sarah DIY It? Sarah. And boy, that girl's got a set of pipes on her. Woo, she can sing. I so enjoyed your live last week. Funny. I'm not worried about the corners because we can go in and put something on that. So I'm just going to lay this down as best I can. Some of those little wooden imperfections are kind of popping up, but that's okay. Miss Alabella. Ooh, yeah, it was hot in here. I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I just saw your comment about the color look good on me. It's like a gray and black. It's like a stonewash look. Kind of, whoops, I forgot to turn this around. That's okay, because I'm going to Mod Podge over this too. So this is our last side. And yeah, my allergies are so confused with this weather. They're like, okay, it's cold, we can relax again. No, it's getting warm again. Pollen. The pollen, everything's confused. Nature, everything is so confused with this weather. But North Carolina, I'm used to that. We typically have weather that goes bonkers like that. At least in the the northern central part of North Carolina where I am. It gets like that.
Sarah's got a little bit of snow tonight, she said.
Oh boy. That's my Cleveland girl. You should go down and visit Bethwyn. She's in Australia. All right. So here we have all of our cardstock put on there. I need to just do a Facebook Live and show you guys how I'm set up. I keep forgetting. Okay, so here it is. I have this regular twine. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hang this little tag off the top with a little bit of twine, and I'll show you what the tag says in a second if you can't read it already. So I just double knotted that. I'm going to trim the edge. So I wanted to add a little humor tonight to the craft. So we have a little tag that says bird's eye view. Cleveland Rocks. Do you know that song? No? The Drew Carey Show. I don't know it. Okay. Moving right along. So we have bird's eye view up at the top. Okay. And I am going to quickly here go over the Mod Podge that I have on here, so I can let this dry. And the reason why I'm doing this is not only to seal it, but also so that when I go to put any of my vinyl on here, it will not pull the paper up. A little bit of bubbling going on here, but that's okay. I'm going to cover that up. Just that one piece. Make sure you don't put too much. Get that to lay down on the edge here. That may be my problem. Maybe, you know what? I know what my problem is. I'm not letting it dry. I'm supposed to dry it first. So I'm going to dry this just a little bit first before I put Mod Podge down here. At least on the sides that I haven't done again already. Isn't that pretty paper? A salad. Yep, that's making it lay down right there. So I was supposed to dry it first, and I did not. So now I have bubbles on the area, but that's okay. They'll lay down. They will lay down. Darn it, if I say so, they will. That side is dry. That feels pretty dry. myself for not letting that dry first. It's okay. While I let that dry, I'm going to Mod Podge over these two that I didn't double Mod Podge on yet. And then we're going to put some of that Spanish moss. I'm going to try to make it look like it's inside as a nest by having some stick out. So we're going to give that a try. There. And we're going to add flowers to all this, so let that dry. Turn it this way. It's kind of nice, the shape of it, because I can turn it any which way while the sides are drying, and it doesn't affect anything as far as touching because it's got this base on it. So I've got my glue gun going. I'm going to see what I can do without glue first. I picked Spanish moss because to me it looked the most like what you might see a bird's nest made out of. So I just kind of want some to kind of stick out, not necessarily block the hole. That one's all curly. That's cute. Kind of sticking out like that. Well, I done dropped it in there now. Thus the glue idea. Come on back out here. I may have to glue it to get it to kind of stick to the wall a little bit. Yeah, that's what I was going for right there. All right, I'll save this for a rainy day. I may put some on the sides and along the bottom in a minute. I'm not sure yet. Gotta be careful with my glue gun now. All right. Let's get some greenery on here. I shampooed my carpets today. We only have carpet upstairs.
See is the end in nest.
All right, so we've got bird's eye view. I'm thinking I kind of want, I don't like how it looks fake right there. I don't want to block the front. I'm probably going to add something to the top, some twine or something wrapped around underneath the sign to hide any glue that's in here. You can also use flowers. So you can always put little flower buds in areas to hide big glue spots. So I like how that's wispy like that. I'm going to lay this back down, and on this side right here, well, actually, let me go back to the front for a second. Oh, I forgot about this. Darn it. I forgot about this. I wanted to put this around the front. Let me see if I can do it and then pull some of this back out again. Get in there. It's going to pull out with the sticker. Sure enough is. That's all right. I'll put more back in there. So I just wanted something to frame my window to kind of give it a little more definition. Let me see if I can get this to lay down. This is Cricut vinyl. I just cut this. It's actually one of their images. I put in circle window frame, and it just kind of pulled this up. So once I scrape that down to make sure it's going to adhere, I just take this. Loretta would be proud of me. Loretta Conlin is who I speak of. She's been teaching me a little bit about Cricut. So now we have this cute little, I thought this sticky part right here was going to pull out that Spanish moss, but it didn't. It actually would have been nice if it had pulled it out a little bit, because now that's what I got to do. Just a little bit. So there's that. I wonder if I can use, this came on here. I wonder if I can use this to kind of adhere him to the actual perch instead of gluing him, her. Everything's a him with me anyway. Yeah, I think that's gonna work actually. So that's kind of cool, because if you don't like the bird, you can take the bird off, right? I'm just going to tighten that in and around with my fingernail. And now we have a little bird on there. And now I'm going to turn it to this side. I'm going to put this little guy over here, which basically says no squirrels allowed. I need tweezers. Yeah, to pull this stuff out. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have some, but the ones that I have are itty bitty. So see, because I laid that Mod Podge down, it's not pulling at my paper. Fingers crossed. And now we have our little no squirrels club. No squirrels allowed. And on this side, actually, maybe I could do it. No, I don't think it'll fit down there. On this side, I can put bless this nest like that, closer together. Or I can put spread your wings and fly. Which one should I do? Bless this nest or spread your wings and fly? I don't have any more room. I could put spread your wings and fly over the floral thing, but bless this nest. What do you think? Did you see that TikTok of the squirrel who got himself stuck in the bird feeder? No! No, I did not. Oh my goodness. Won't. The bird, you mean? Yeah, if I was going to put some down there. Should I do bless this nest or spread your wings and fly? Oh, I could have, too late. Don't, woulda, coulda, shoulda, Michelle. Could put it back here. Spread your wings and fly on the back side and then bless this nest over there. I think that's what I'm going to do. It'll be on the flowers, but that's okay. That way there we're using all of it, right? Spread your wings and fly. Burnish, burnish, burnish. Make sure you're getting all your vinyl to stick down. And it just dawned on me. Oh, I did Mod Podge this side. Gosh. I'm thinking, well, there goes that. So you lift slowly so that if you see a spot that needs to be burnished some more, you just go right back over it. And just continue to pull. Like so. Make sure all the letters are down. Make sure that period over wings is down because periods come off real easy. Yay! My S's are giving me a hard time. Yeah, you heard me. I know you did. Get down there. There we go. I don't know. I just wanted to do something a little more light with everything dark going on in the world right now. I just want to cry. So I just kind of wanted to do something that might make somebody smile. And this black vinyl is showing up pretty well on the cardstock, so and I'll probably go over this again to make sure I don't really like how this side came out, but I can put flowers all around this. So I'm going to check the time, and I've got plenty of time. Maybe. So burnishing the back like this before you peel the backing off will help the letters come off the vinyl, come off of the sticker, the transfer tape, much easier. Oh, this one's gonna be hard on me. So what I'm talking about is to make them stick to the transfer tape better, burnish the back side before you try to take it off. Okay, so I'm just gonna wing this, no pun intended. Bless. Oh, why'd I lay that down? Oh, I gotta try to pick the sticky part back up. Okay, I got it. And the transfer tape is not sticky, like permanent sticky, so it shouldn't take anything that you lay it on really up. And you're supposed to wiggle it like this so that it kind of gets all angles of the letter as you're taking the transfer tape off. So we're going to do this next. Burnish the back one last time. And what's nice about the transfer tape is with it being see-through, you can place your letters a whole lot better. I'm just going to use my fingernail to burnish this down because it's probably harder than that tool. And I was right. Okay. I'm really self-conscious about my arms since my bariatric surgery. So the fact that I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt without a jacket means I was really hot before this live started. 22 minutes left. Gotcha. Okay. We're going to add some flowers. Oops. I'm going to center this on this. I'm going to use my nail again. So burnishing just means that I'm rubbing on the letters to make sure that the vinyl is adhering to the surface before I peel the tape up, like so. And again, using that wiggle method to take it off. All right. Hold that down for a second. I'm going to snip off the bottom of this flower. A little bit of glue to the bottom. Carefully pick it up and place it down right there. I'm actually going to put 2 in here. Getting ahead of myself here. It wants to go back to where it came from. It flew over to the original stem. Okay, put that right down there, like that. So each side is going to kind of have its own little floral and greenery, and that's going to help to cover up the edges. Here we have our little bird. I'm going to add a touch of glue up at the top of this one just to kind of hold it in place, because I like how it's coming up over the roof edge there. And you could, if you wanted to, add like some copper paint on here, or any color that you want, really, just to kind of give it some contrast. So we got all of our stickers on there. Let's add some more greenery. Scissors. And some more flowers. And this one, these edges are really good, but I'm going to put, by the squirrel here, I'm going to put a little greenery as well. Maybe I should, well, the greenery kind of wants to go in this direction, so I'm just going to kind of let it do its thing and be natural. I'm going to start a little bud right here while this glue is hot. Did you really? No, we haven't. Yeah, I'm kind of in a lull, and I haven't been losing any weight. I had the gastric bypass and the Roux-en-Y, and I haven't lost anything in like over a year, and I know it's because I'm not doing the right stuff. I kind of started to get really depressed when I saw all of like the extra skin and stuff. I'm going to put a third one here. Going up a little bit right here. And again, on the edge of the birdhouse, just kind of tack that greenery on so it's not all flying all over the place, loose. Okay, so I also have these Dollar Tree stickers. And I've always looked at them and wondered, what would I do with those? Well, we're going to try to incorporate something right down here. Like, that's part of the window. Let's see. Oh, man, this is not what I thought it was. Okay. There's a bird on here. Okay. There's a little tiny bird on here. He probably won't match, but let's pull him out and see. It says, be happy. Oh, okay. I don't care that he doesn't match. I'm going to put this on here anyway. Just kind of over here because the colors match. The little bird is kind of too small, but he could be like decor that this bird put out, not a real bird. If you know what I mean. Okay, so see how, like, if I wanted to put this potted plant on here, actually, will the pot come off? Oh, the pot does come off. Okay, so I'm going to come up under his tail a little bit and kind of put this pot right here and bend it around the corner like so. I may have to glue that a little bit. I think I am. Actually, it's kind of 3D-ish. There's like a flower. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a flower sticker part that sticks down, and then this part makes it look 3D. I am going to need a little bit of glue under the sticker because it's not wanting to stick to the paint. So we have that, and we've got extra glue coming out now, which I'm going to take off. And I can peel more of that off when it dries. So we have a little potted plant on his front porch, her front porch. I keep saying his. I was debating cutting the tail off, and I also have a feather boa, and I was going to try to add some feathers in and around the greenery as well. That's cute. I like that. Okay. So I didn't know the pots came off too. That's kind of cute.
I'm going to switch the position of the fan.
Okay, thank you. This little flower goes pretty, so he's got to have a place on here. I'm going to put a dab of hot glue on the back because the sticker isn't wanting to stay on the paint. So I'm just going to kind of put a flower down here like so, and that kind of fills up that space a little bit. Now I kept this in the bag because it gets all over the place, but I could take some little pieces of this, see, it's getting all over the place already, and kind of add just a softer look, like so. I think I'm going to do that.
A lot of the carpet's already just air dry.
Yeah, I know. Let's cut off another piece. The guy at the register at Hobby Lobby said, "So where are you going to wear this?" I said, "Honey, I'm a crafter. I am not wearing this." But thank you for your curiosity. I just have no intention of wearing this. So I hope that this feather boa is not made out of real feathers. It said faux on the package, but I do not like to think about taking feathers from real birds. I love birds. And I know that most of the feathers probably come off of birds that are already deceased, but no, I like birds so much. And this is not going to go outside, just FYI. I just think it gives the greenery a little bit of a softer look. All right, so let me show you what I have so far. We have the little bird that looks like he's had a little too much martini today. He's kind of crooked. There we go. Bird sitting there protecting the house. Let me get it up a little closer. And then we rotate around. We've got greenery. We've got florals. We have our little sign right here that says no squirrels allowed. This way, Michelle. Spread your wings and fly. Bless this nest. And then we have our bird's eye view tag hanging from the top. And you can, I don't need to wrap jute or anything around the top because it's pretty much already, I kind of feel like this side needs something. Maybe a couple of buds. Let's see. And a little piece of greenery, maybe. Time check, Joseph Borelli. Okay. Y'all have to make sure you watch everybody else tonight. I know that everybody works hard to plan these events. Kristy and Tammy planning this every week. And not only planning the event, but planning their crafts. And I know I just plan crafts. I don't plan the event. And yet it sometimes can be overwhelming for me. So type in some hearts to show appreciation for Tammy and Kristy and the Crafty Creators Community, and Bethwyn too. For Bethwyn too, because she does a lot. She does a lot. Okay. So we have a few little flowers there. We don't have anything on this side, but his tail is kind of hiding everything. Maybe if I break off a little piece of greenery here and put one bud up at the top. Let's try that. Just a little piece right here, hanging down. I have a very garden-like birdhouse going on here. And I'm still frontal, I'm sorry. There you go. So I just put a little piece of greenery right here, and then put a bud in there, and then over here I added 2 flowers. And we've got our Spanish moss filling up our nest here, coming out. And we've got white feathers and greenery hanging down and growing up. And you could even distress this if you wanted to. You could take some either distressing ink from Tim Holtz. Oh, guys, it flew all over the place. Dag nabbit. Right out of the bag. Or you could take brown paint watered down and just kind of brush along some of the surfaces that you think would get worn. You could distress it with a this thing too. Sanding block, or a fingernail file if you wanted to go smaller than a sanding block, and just kind of distress some of the edges that would be weathered from it being outside. I don't like to mix greenery. I don't know why. Like, I could put some leaves in here, but I don't like to mix the 2 different greens. I'm weird, like, I don't know. So I was gonna do, thank you, hubby. There's my sticky stuff on this bag. So I was gonna do a carrot. I have 5 minutes left. Let me show you what I was gonna do as a second craft. I'm not gonna be able to do it, but I can show you how, real quick, to make a carrot out of beads. And then if you want to join me on my Facebook page at some point, I'll be making some. So you take a piece of twine and you take like 4 different sizes of beads, okay? You take twine. I don't have my skinny twine right now, so I'm just going to show you on this. You double up the rope and you put a knot.
Said hello. Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, hi, Jacqueline. You're fine. You're never late. There's always replays. So you take the bottom and you put a knot in it, okay? And then you're going to take both strings, and you need a thinner twine. I'm just showing you how to do it. You take, guys, I got tons of beads. I just recently got jars to put them in because I needed them organized. So you take one of each size, okay? I think I even have bigger than this. And you string them You can see a carrot, right? So you string them on there. Sorry for the noise. Like so. Okay? So you're going to double knot the bottom, then you're going to take both strings and string all the way through your carrot. And you can paint these if you want. You can leave it natural. You can paint them any color. You can have yellow, pink, purple, whatever color carrots you want. And then when you get to the top, you're going to have your two ends like this. You have 3 minutes. You're going to take your two ends like this and leave them hanging open like that. You're going to cut over here, and you're going to take some more twine and wrap it around 3 fingers like this, okay? Until you get enough that you think will make a top. And then on those 2 pieces that were on the top, you're going to tie this inside of that. Hopefully this is helping you understand. You're going to tie it at the top of the carrot. So now you've got these 2 ends at the top, and you've got all of this tied in there. And then when you're done, you just snip through these to make them loose single pieces after it's all tied in, and it makes the top, and you can even like untwist the braids and make it look more frayed like the top of the carrot. So cute, so easy. You have to make at least one of these. They're so much fun to make. Kids love it too, but of course, I'm a big kid. I like to play with glue and stuff. So that's a quick and easy way to get a carrot if you've got different size beads. I get my beads on Amazon because they're really cheap. Like you can get a package. Oh no, my jar. What's happening? Okay. You can get a pack of 4 different size beads. This one's burnt. Check that out. I just noticed that. I have a burnt bead. Where'd it go? Right there. When they were cutting it, it probably got burnt. Oh no. Okay. So you can get a pack of 4 different sizes for like $10, $9.97. And if you have Amazon Prime, it ships free and in 2 days. So I'm going to try to get these back in the right jars here.
1 minute.
And I'm going to wrap things up because I was given the 1 minute warning. My game is over, and it's time to hop on over to watch Tammy with Crafty Peep. I hope you enjoyed my birdhouse craft. This is the first time I have ever crafted a birdhouse, so for a first time, I think it came out okay. What do you think? Bless this nest, spread your wings and fly, no squirrels allowed, bird's eye view, if you sit probably at any point on the birdhouse, but especially up at the top. And this was fun. I enjoyed making this. So have a good night, everybody. Please watch Tammy. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I would appreciate it. Come back and watch me again. And have a blessed evening, and I'll see you probably either on Facebook or on my next live. What's that?
Next Wednesday.
Yes, next Wednesday. But I'll be on Facebook before then. So good night, everybody. Crafty Peep or Crafty Creators Community. Hop on over there and watch Tammy. Thank you. Good night.